But if we are sensitive to the readings, we will understand that if you want people to be good to you, you must be good to yourself. Yes. This is the emphasis of Jesus. Because goodness in itself attracts generosity. Goodness in itself attracts care. Goodness in itself attracts love. Goodness in itself attracts favor. So if you want to find favor in life, there is need for you to be good. And I tell you, the first reading gives us an insight into this reality. The first reading told us, as seen in 2 Kings chapter 4, from verse 8 to 14. What does the scripture say? That as Elisha went through Shunem, he will pass by a house of a wealthy woman with her husband. And scripture tells us, as seen in 2 Kings chapter 4, verse 9 to 10, the woman said to her husband, I perceived that this man is a holy man, that this man is a good man. So she perceived that Elisha was a good man. She perceived that he was a holy man. And because Elisha was a holy man, his holiness attracted their generosity. His holiness attracted their care. His holiness attracted their love. His holiness attracted them, giving to him that which they had. This is why you will hear the woman say to her husband, let us make a roof for this man. Why? Because he was a good man. Why? Because he was a good prophet. So today, as preachers, even as we emphasize the fact that people should care for our need, the need cannot only come without us being good to the people of God. That as preachers, as we emphasize that the prophet will always receive his reward, we should also remember the fact that the reward can only come when we care for the need of the people of God entrusted to our care. Because when we do not care for the needs of the people of God in our care, praying for their spiritual need, giving them a shoulder to lean on, then we are nothing but useless prophets. For the life of Elisha was attracted to this family because he lived a good life. The life of Elisha was attracted to this family because he lived a very simple life. Reason why he went through their home and they accommodated him. They gave him a shelter. They housed him. That Jesus will say, and whoever receives a prophet because he's a prophet will receive a prophet's reward. If a prophet is not good, he has nothing to offer. If a prophet is not righteous, he has nothing to offer. If a prophet does not know the source of his power and words, he has nothing to inspire. And this was the life of the man Elisha. And because Jesus says, whoever receives a prophet because he's a prophet shall receive a prophet's reward. Elisha, being a righteous man, testified to this very fact, as seen in the first reading of today. Because I told you, goodness attracts generosity. Goodness attracts divine blessings. This family catered for the needs of Elisha. And what happened? Elisha, before he departed the house, he asked the servant, what does this woman need? Friends, your generosity will always bring divine creation. Your hospitality can ignite divine creation. You give out what you have, and God gives you in return what you do not have. And because you are generous to God and humanity, He takes care of you, even when you do not ask. He takes care of you, even when you do not question. Because the woman had not told Elisha that she had no child. She never said that to him. It was her generosity that made Elisha to have asked the question. He asked the servant, what does this woman need? And the servant will say, she has no child. Her hospitality attracted generosity. And what is hospitality? I always explain to us here from the simple Greek word. Hospitality is from the Greek word philoxenia, love of strangers. Philoxenia, love of strangers, love of humanity, love of people around you. You care for them. So when you are hospitable to people, when you care for people, your needs are being communicated to God. Because when this woman showed love, her needs were being communicated to God. And God responded. Same thing with Abraham, as seen in Genesis chapter 18. What did he do? He was sitting under the tree, and here came his way 3 men, whom scripture considered strangers. He saw them passing, and he pleaded with them, can you come into my house and have water and have a bread to eat and drink before you continue with your journey? They never knew they were welcoming God into their home. And because they were hospitable, they cared for the needs of these 3 men. Hebrews chapter 13 verse 12 says, there are people who welcome strangers into their homes and never knew they were angels. These are the words of Hebrews chapter 13 verse 2. Abraham welcomed angels into his home. He never knew they were angels. He never knew they were angels. So if you want people to be good to you, you have to be good also. If you want the blessings of God to come your way, you have to bless the lives of people around you also. If you want to be healed of your infirmities, learn to care also for people around you. For 1 Peter will say, generosity covers multitude of sin. That is what the scripture says. Generosity covers multitude of sin. And whoever is kind to you is not doing that because of who you are. He is doing that because he has seen the image of God in you. When we care for people, it is actually a privilege that we have seen God in such individuals. So whoever has failed to be generous, whoever has failed to be hospitable, whoever has failed to be kind, is a sign that you are blind to the image of God that is in your neighbor. But when we do this, it is a sign that our eyes are open to see the image of God that is in people. So God will always respond to our need when we care for one another. I have seen people say, let me go to the market and make some shopping. Let me go and visit the family of this professor because they helped my daughter, or he helped my daughter gain admission. I've seen such. The man who gave out the care and generosity in helping the family get such, never asked for such. But because they feel or they felt there is need to appreciate goodness, they went and got that. And they appreciated the family. I have seen people who also say, let me go and appreciate the family of so and so because they helped my daughter gain job. Not because they have asked, but because people live to appreciate their goodness, their generosity. Nothing saves you in life more than your life of hospitality. Nothing saves you more than living in generosity. Nothing saves you more than living in kindness. Nothing saves you more than sharing your life with people around you. It pays to be good. It pays to be hospitable. It pays to be kind. It pays to give people your shoulder to lean on. Because by doing so, your needs are being communicated to the heavens. And as God will say, that whoever cares for those who have need will always receive their rewards. God is not man that he should lie. Your ability to attend to the needs of your fellow humans your research. As you are doing your research, be of help to your fellow brothers and sisters.